morning. Happy day, whatever day that is for you guys. I have not been very focused lately, and I really wanted to do a video of my workout before January. So I have had a lot of stuff going on, excuses, but I'll save all that for another video. I wanted to just quickly talk to you about my goals. So this is a workout that I've been doing for 2 years, but I think starting next year, I am gonna try to go back to the gym and put a little muscle on my body as I'm feeling a little scrawny. So this is called the TRACY Anderson Method, and I hope that you guys enjoy. I am going to speed up the video as to nobody, I don't think, wants to watch the whole thing. It's a 30-minute workout. So I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna speed it up, and then I'm gonna do a voiceover talking about the different aspects of the routine. Okay, so I hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving and is doing well. I'm doing well, trying to be as good and stay as on track with my health goals as possible, as I think everybody knows and can relate that it's a tough time of year to do that, but I've done pretty good. I will do an update, a short video at some point, hopefully in the next week or so. So enjoy the workout, and I will see you on the other side. Okay, here we go again, girl. What's my weakness? Just kidding. Wouldn't you die if I was gonna actually rap during this whole routine? How quickly would you guys get off of this? I know how quickly I would. But seriously, give me a like if you know the words to this song after 15 years of not hearing it every time it comes on the radio. Okay guys, so this is the beginning of the workout, and just trying to get the body moving. Every good workout has a warm up. So getting the blood pumping, getting the arms, the legs, those big muscle groups kind of warmed up. And with Tracy, her whole thing is about creating a long, lean look and balance within the body. So she's always trying to get you to really commit to the movement and really just try to focus on all those things, right? Because when you move without intention, you're just kind of aimlessly throwing your arms around. And I know it kind of looks like that, but it doesn't feel that way, okay? I mean, it just doesn't. It kind of looks kind of silly. And to be honest, as I'm watching this video, it's a little bit cringeworthy to watch yourself work out. It's probably a good thing though, because you can kind of examine your movement, see where you can do better, all those things. I should have done this a long time ago. And as you can see, my dogs are just all over the place in the window. Be glad this is a voiceover and that there's no volume, because they bark pretty much throughout the whole workout, which is wonderful. Okay, so this whole first part is about to come to an end, and look, I grabbed some weights, right? So they are only 3 pounds, because she doesn't believe you need more than 3 pounds. Now, I'm not saying this is what I believe, but this is what she believes, that you create bulk when you start lifting more than that. And that in some ways, right, kind of makes sense, because then you create loose skin or more room for loose skin later on in life. So if you always keep everything really tight, the skin really tight to the muscle, then you may not have that down the road. And she doesn't have any, and she's 50, almost 50. Don't quote me on that, but close to 50. So anyhow, we want to create some balance. We want to create nice tight muscles, and everything is done through music, kind of in dance motion. So it's kind of fun. I enjoy it. I have enjoyed it. And you know, it's served its purpose for me. It's obviously not a workout for everyone, but for me, I have liked it. So, okay, so she kind of does 2 parts with each one. So now we're kind of doing a little bit more ab work. Standing abs is what she calls it. And you're really squeezing that whole core section in while you're doing that. Okay, so now we have the whole mat part, which is really the part where you're gonna start to sweat a little bit more. I do have my heater on, so I am sweating a little bit. I usually have like a dehumidifier. No, I'm sorry, a humidifier going on. So I don't have it going on today because I thought it would be distracting with the mist coming up. But typically I have that on too, so kind of makes me sweat a little bit more, which I think is really key when you're exercising. It helps to get those toxins out. So I was gonna talk to you guys, but you know, I just said we're moving the camera to a lower spot. So as you can see here, I'm just kind of trying to reset up so that you guys can see me. Okay, so here's where the fun begins. Okay, so a lot of these movements kind of look goofy, and unless you're doing them, you may not exactly see where it's doing anything, but it really is. So in this one, you know, as my arm goes over the top, I'm really getting a stretch in the side. And then as I go back over, I'm stretching and lifting. It's supposed to be good for your booty. I feel like, you know, it's gonna help keep things in place, but you're definitely not gonna gain any muscle doing this kind of a workout. Okay, so this one isn't too bad. It's just the beginning. Okay, readjusting. I'm really regretting wearing those leggings because I'm chronically pulling them up. So again, okay, so good stretch here at the back, allowing your shoulders to kind of open up. And I really will say that with this whole routine, since I've been doing Tracy, I've gotten so much more flexible. I used to be like terribly unflexible, but now I feel like I have really, my hamstrings especially, my hips, all that stuff used to be so tight when I was just weight training. And now it's not too bad. Like I feel like I've definitely made some gains there, which I love. So now we're switching to the other side. She kind of rotates around. Not all of the exercises are done like perfectly mirrored with one another. So you might think sometimes like, oh, you're not working the other side, and really you're working kind of both sides at the same time. So, okay, now the dogs are starting to really want me to play with them here. Henry is, that dog, I'm telling you, you guys, he is very persistent. He's like a cat. He doesn't quit. And this has become his routine. So when mom gets on the mat, Henry goes and grabs something for us to throw. All right, now we're starting a whole new set of exercises. And this one, I feel like with her exercises and this one, you can kind of tell like it's all about balancing, and she really wants your core to be strong so that you have good balance overall, which I think is so important as we get older. So this whole workout kind of, in some ways, it's kind of like yoga. It's kind of like Pilates. It's all about, for me, core, like your core. And she always says she wants to keep you to where you can play with a 2-year-old the rest of your life, right? You can roll around on the floor, you can get up, you know, it's being fit isn't all about how much muscle you have, right? I mean, it is important, but I do think that before, when I was just weight training, I didn't really do anything like this. I was just went to the gym. I did some isolation, like activation exercises to warm up, and I never really made time to stretch. And so I'm going to take that with me if I decide to go back to the gym, which I'm pretty committed at this point in my mind that I'm going to. I am going to continue to do this because I think it's important that you kind of do a little bit of everything. So this exercise, sometimes it's hard for me. It takes me a few minutes to figure out the exercise. This is the first time that I am doing this routine. So she switches once a week. She does a whole new routine, and then you're to do that for the whole, 5 to 6 days or 7 days. And then you switch to another 7-day workout. So you're chronically building on what you did the prior week, which I think is so clever. She's such a clever person. If you're looking for a really good home workout, it's on the pricier side, but she includes so much stuff. In her membership, she has like a whole eating program, and it's impressive because she has a vegan chef that's creating meals for you, which I'm sorry, she's ahead of her time on that. Not very many people do things like that. I mean, it's pretty cool. And then she has a magazine, she has a weekly newsletter. I mean, this woman is on fire. She really has created just like a whole, empire. It's pretty cool. She's from Indiana, which I find to be super cool because I'm from the Midwest, and she's just a success story. She's very inspirational, and I do enjoy her. I feel like I'm very like-minded with her. So, okay, doing a little ab work. Some of these exercises I did struggle with a little bit today, just trying to figure out where the movement is. And after the workout, I will go in and she does a breakdown because she doesn't do any cueing, right? This is just mirroring. She doesn't tell you how to do the exercise at all while you're doing it, but then she has a whole video. One of her girls breaks everything down for you slowly and tells you kind of sort of where you should be hitting, which direction, I guess, you want your legs to go, your arms to be. Oh, look, Henry knocked the camera over. So I'm resetting back up. And I'm gonna try to get resituated here before I speed the video back up. So I'll let you kind of see in real motion here kind of what it looks like, some of these exercises. So you're reaching with your leg, you're keeping your hand on your hip. It creates balance within your body. And if you're not as flexible on one side, some of the exercises can be more challenging. I struggle more with my right than I do my left, which I know that's weird. I'm right-handed, but when I was in tumbling when I was younger, I was always doing things with my left foot forward. So I think that's my strong side, and my right side is more of my weak side. So, okay, let's speed this back up. Okay, so the thing about Tracy is you're kind of, during all the floor work, you're working your core, you're working your legs, you're working your glutes, you're working your arms because you're holding your body weight up. So you're kind of doing it all at once and you're not really even realizing it. So you're chronically toning throughout all the workout, kind of all your body parts, which I think that's obviously intentional by her. And you're stretching. Here I am trying to figure out. Sometimes it takes her a second to figure it out too, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of funny. But I like the imperfection of her workouts because it's in real time that she tapes them. And sometimes she tapes stuff like solo at a studio kind of at her home, and then sometimes she actually is in a class, and this workout she's in a class, which I kind of like both. It's kind of nice to just see her, but then when she's with other girls doing a class, whether it's in California or New York, she has studios in both places, there's like a different kind of energy that comes with that. You can tell she enjoys that more, and I think she brings more energy to her choreography, because I don't think she really choreographs like the whole beginning section until she's like doing it. I think she just does it. She's kind of a genius. So hitting some abs, kind of finishing up here. This is the end of it. Henry, this is always when he comes over and gives me some love, and then George gets jealous. You can see jealous George in the background, wagging his tail, trying to decide if he's going to come over and move Henry out of his way. Again, this has been kind of eye-opening watching myself. Sorry, this is probably boring most of you, and I can understand why. We can't take ourselves too seriously, right? Okay, so it's actually over, and I'm just doing this like a few more abs. Getting my obliques. Okay, so that was it. I hope that answers some questions for a few people who were wondering what I do. Sorry, my dogs were... Anybody that has dogs that does workouts at home, I know you feel my pain. Give me a like if you feel my pain, or comment down below if you also have dogs that want to play as soon as you get down on the ground. And there's that bone right there that they always just choose the silliest things for me to throw, and it's, you know, it is what it is. So like I said, this workout, I've been doing it for the last couple years, pretty consistently. I have moments of not being consistent, but it's really meant to be done 6-7 days a week for optimum results. I really have enjoyed it, but I also have been doing some binging on Cara Brotman, and she's really motivating me to get back into the gym and put some muscle back on. And scrawny probably isn't the best word. Hopefully that doesn't offend you guys or anyone, but fragile. Maybe fragile is the word I'm looking for. Okay, I feel a little fragile, and I used to have a really good butt, and now it's lacking, right? It's kind of lacking. And I kind of want it back. It's going to be a lot of work. If you're interested in seeing what I do to do that, because I have done it in the past, and I may put in a couple of before and after videos of what my butt looked like, back when I went vegan and got on this huge butt kick. And that's the whole thing now. Everybody wants a good butt, you know, thanks Kim Kardashian. And J-Lo, really J-Lo. Let's think J-Lo. Yeah, so I've done it before, but it was just on a regular plant-based diet, not really focusing on raw, eating a lot more, I wouldn't say a ton more protein, but I definitely ate a lot more food to build the butt, and then kind of cut down. So I don't know, it's a lot of work, but I'm kind of feeling like I'm here for it. Like I need to get back to that, because as we age, we lose muscle, and I want to be strong as I get older. I don't want to be a fragile looking woman in her 60s and 70s and 80s, and I don't want the health risks that come with that, right? Like all those things. And I want to keep as much muscle on me. I just feel like it's healthier, and I feel like we all need to think about that, like leveling up, whether it's through diet or through exercise or through spirit, right? Like we all have room to grow. And I think that we should always all have goals like in mind, and that's what makes us grow as human beings, right? It makes us better. So hopefully I can start filming some more videos. I'm trying to figure out where I want to go with this channel. So if you have any suggestions, please, I'm always open for them. Put them in the comments, like, subscribe, yada yada. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.